What is up, guys, and welcome back to our Road to Glory Career Mode with Sheffield United, episode number 20. Today, actually towards the end of the episode, there ain't a lot, but we are entering the January transfer window now, so we're going to be, next episode, the next three to be fair, is going to be all January transfer window related. And you'll see the last thing of the episode, us negotiating a few deals. But anyway, this episode we had Reading first. I was hoping for a win because we was at home. Now, there isn't that many sim games this episode, because if you watch this a lot, I like to sim about free an episode, play free, because I most of the time play free games. But this episode is only going to be 3 games played and 1 sim, because I made it sure it aligned with the January transfer window, because there were 4 games left in December, and then the next game that was in January will be played next episode. So it kind of I didn't want to do a lot of January transfer window in this episode. I wanted to leave it for the next 3, so that's how it's going to work. But anyway, Paul McShane, an old Hull City player, obviously I support Hull City. He actually scored against us. Now, I'm sorry, but I thought Ramsdale should have probably saved that. I mean, the marking first up was absolutely rubbish. And then secondly, Ramsdale, I don't know what he's doing, but I thought he should be saving that. But the main thing is, we were going second half, trying to get a goal. Devante Cole, basically his first touches of the game, went on an unreal Messi-like run and scored an unreal goal. So, he got us back into the game, made it 1-1, and, he hadn't scored a lot. But the thing is, that's why I like Devante Cole. He ain't the highest of rated players, he's only actually 67 rated. But the thing is, you can bring him off the bench and he does stuff like that. And if he's going to keep doing stuff like that, well, then you're just not going to sell him, are you? But anyway, he gets his only first goal of the league so far, which is a bit rubbish, but like I said, he creates and, does a lot of stuff really. But anyway, 90th minute, and Reading scores. So, I mean, come on, lads. I could tell it was coming, to be fair. The last 10 minutes, they were putting on the pressure. I couldn't, get the ball off them. I couldn't, keep it off them. They were just piling it on. And in the end, Stephen Quinn, another old ginger Irish Hull City player, he goes and scores again. So 2 old Hull City players have gone and beaten me here. And actually, Stephen Quinn actually moved from Sheffield United when he moved to Hull City. So, he scored against one of his old clubs as well. Anyway, we lost that game. In recent form, we haven't been too good. In the last this episode and the last one, we've been, not really picking up a lot of points. We've been, giving them to other teams. And, it's not really what we're wanting. I mean, I can't help it because, on this kind of stage, my FIFA skills were just rubbish. I mean, they're not exactly good anyway, but, I was dropping a lot of points, and obviously that's going to come and bite you back in the ass because, other teams that are there, Burnley and Middlesbrough, who's on our case at the moment, is going to be pushing up. And to be fair, they made a lot of ground on us, which is a bit frustrating, and especially with that loss against Reading, it was a bit annoying really. But anyway, we had Wigan next, and they have actually gone and took the lead, actually. Jordi Gomez, the old Sunderland player, well, I mean, he's an old Wigan player, but he's obviously moved back. He goes and gets another header, so, I mean, again, there was just no one marking him. I think it was Harry Maguire, it was, I don't know who, it was Vieira who was meant to be marking him. He was just non-existent, and again, he goes and gets his first goal this season in the 31st minute. So, I'm thinking, friggin' hell, I hope it's not going to be like this again. But luckily, we fought our way back. As you see, stay calm and composed there, passed it to Chris Wood, and even though he ain't the best of players playing with him, he goes and gets an easy goal, one of the easy goals he'll ever score. So, he got us back in the game again and made it 1-1. But, all well and good, well done to him for getting another goal for himself. He's actually been alright this season, a lot better than last season. Most of his goals has come in sim games, as he's got 9 goals. I think he's only maybe scored 2 for me in the league. But, at least he's scoring and getting a few goals for himself. But second half, it wasn't very good, to be fair. This chance here, you're probably thinking, where's the offside flag? Emmanuel was actually picked up a knock, so he was playing him onside. And, that was the game, actually. So second half, it was just dead, and there were not to it. First half, luckily, was where the goals came, but, another points dropped, and even worse, I get another player injured. Devante Cole, he's out for 3 months now. I'm just picking up so many injuries. I can't believe how many injuries I'm getting. I think this is the career mode where I've, the most players are getting injured. I've got Luck coming out. I've got other players out who I can't remember, but it's just getting on my nerves. Loftus-Cheek, he's out for like the whole season, which is annoying. But, I just can't do all about it, really. You just have to play on and try your best. Luckily, we have kind of got a lot of players, and we've got, players that we can move around, which is good, because, if I didn't, then we'd been, a bit stuffed, really. But anyway, Lavery started this game. Well, I played a bit of a second team this game, actually, because, with December and January, you have a few kind of fixtures, midweek fixtures, which means your players will be more tired. And I started Lavery up front, and to be fair, Lavery hadn't done bad this season. He scored a few goals. He actually missed 2 one-on-ones there, which I thought he should have really been scoring. Even though Gary Neville says that goalkeepers should save 9 out of 10's one-on-ones, it's a bit hard to disagree with him, as he's quite knowledgeable, but I don't think they should. I think the player should score more. But luckily, that chance there, which was just dribbling, the goalkeeper saved it. He pushed it out for a corner. We took the corner in, and there was Fane. A player that I haven't really used a lot this season, actually. I got him in League One. In the first season in the January transfer window, because I remember playing him against Oldham and he was absolutely fantastic. Don't get me wrong, he's actually quite a good player. It's just, I've got a lot of good centre midfielders now, and as he only played 2 centre mids, there isn't really a lot of kind of game time for him. How have Wolves not scored there? I don't know. That shot from them in the post was, really good. But luckily we hold out, finally get a win this episode, finally get 3 points, and even better, with our only sim game of the episode, we also pick up another 3 points at home against MK Dons, getting a 2-0 win. Anichi and Wood also getting goals themselves. And here it is, the only thing of the transfer window going on. Chris Wood, I'll tell you now, guys, he's a striker in demand, and if I get the right deal, I will be selling him. So, next episode will be all transfer related, and, obviously we are entering January now. We are at January, and transfers will be coming. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and guys, I'll be seeing you later. Peace!